What's up, y'all? Welcome to a brand new video. My favorite thing about being a personal trainer is the freedom over my schedule. So I can choose whenever I want to work, whenever I don't want to work. And I've definitely been exercising that freedom a lot over the last month. So for those of you that don't know, I'm actually in the process of transitioning away from being employed by a gym and going into my own independent business and doing that full time, which is of course a very big leap, a very big step, as I have nobody there to hold my hand, but it's really forcing me to sit down, come up with a framework, come up with a system, and just figure out exactly how things are gonna work moving forward. So that's what I've been working on all morning. As you can see here, I've been journaling a lot, just like a lot of ideas, a lot of things I wanna do, and just trying to figure out just a plan moving forward over the next 6 to 12 months, 1 to 2 years, what my goals are gonna look like, what types of different things I wanna be doing in that time, and also like what kind of person is doing those things in the future and finding ways to become that person today, right? So here is my setup. This has been my setup all morning. I have this really cool lamp fan thing right here because this room tends to get pretty hot, especially during the day. But with that being said, today is a very light day. I have one client to train later, and right now gotta go hit a chest workout. But first I wanna show you all my pre-workout meal and kind of my plan for the workout, plan for things moving forward. I don't wanna go too much in detail right now about the ideas that I have, but what I do wanna say is whatever you have in your head, like the vision that I have is unique to me, right? It's a vision that nobody else has. It's a vision that was placed in my mind for a reason. And I look at myself and I look at the things that I'm doing and who I am as a person. And I know that I have the capability of reaching the craziest and wildest dreams. And that's why I'm making these videos, is just to document the journey and show the ups and the downs and everything that comes with it, right? And if you've been watching the last few videos, you know that this year specifically has been the most challenging, the most mentally just like draining year of my life. This has been one of those years where 20 years from now, I'm gonna be able to look at it and be like, 2025 was a challenging but life-changing year. And I just know that all those struggles and all those hardships that I was dealing with, they're only shaping me into a better, stronger person. They are equipping me to better handle the stressors of life moving forward. And I genuinely believe that I'm coming out a better and stronger person because of it. So that's kind of been my morning so far. It's currently 11:38. Gonna go get this pre-workout meal in and then head to the gym. All right, so pre-workout meal right here. Shout out to Martha. Ground bison with rice and braised spinach. 834 calories, 58 grams of protein, 76 grams of carb, 32 grams of fat. So whenever I'm trying to plan a pre-workout meal, I do want to make sure I have a good ratio of specifically protein and carbs, primarily a fast-acting carb like white rice. I find that my pumps in the gym are much, much better if I opt for white rice over like a sweet potato. During the day, like when I'm not around my workout time, I will opt for a unrefined carb such as a sweet potato or a quinoa, and save the white rice and pasta for my workouts. So today's a chest day. I'm thinking I might get back into bench press. It's been a long time, really long time, maybe like 2 years since I have bench pressed consistently. But, you know, kind of coming off all this like nervous system stuff, the physique kind of took a hit. It took a hit, especially compared to December. And I kind of just want to focus on squat, bench, deadlift, just getting chunky, getting big again, I guess. But we'll kind of play it by ear and then go from there. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's chest workout voiceover. Here you can see me starting off with a rear delt fly. I like to do this before any pressing movement because I feel that it warms up my shoulders really well. It warms up my rear delts. It warms up my upper back. Now, one thing I do want to mention is you can see me really trying to target the rear delts as best as I can here. You don't have to bring your arms all the way back and squeeze your shoulder blades together, because at that point you're just engaging your upper back and I would rather do a different exercise if I want to target my upper back. So just going back far enough to allow the rear delt to be in a fully flexed position. After that, I moved on to the bench press. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is my first bench session in roughly 2 or so years. It's not a movement that I really stuck with, primarily because I feel like when I want to bench, I want to move the maximum amount of weight possible. And that hasn't really been a priority for me over the last 2 years. I've been focusing a lot more on getting a good squeeze, a good stretch, a lot of dumbbell work as well. But as I said, I do want to focus more on squat, bench, deadlifts, and I do just want to get my strength back up to where it used to be. So here I'm just focusing on executing with really, really good form and not doing anything too crazy. So after that, I moved on to a dumbbell press, incline press / fly, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a hybrid between the two. I'm starting the movement like a fly, but then I'm allowing my elbows to bend to bring in the triceps a little bit more. And I'm really just focusing on getting a big stretch in the chest, and I'm not bringing the dumbbells all the way together at the top. This is because I want to keep constant tension on the chest the entire time. So this one really, really burns, and I've definitely been seeing a lot of chest gains since I've started incorporating this one. And then it also allows me to go a little bit heavier than a regular fly. After that, I did move on to the chest fly machine, focusing on a really, really big stretch. One of the things that I like to focus on when I'm doing this movement is bringing my biceps together and imagining that there's a big tree in front of me and I'm just trying to wrap my arms around the tree. Another cue that really helps people is imagining there's a pencil between your pecs, and on every rep you're trying to squeeze that pencil as hard as you can. Just focusing on keeping the weight in the palm of the hand, squeezing, good stretch, all that good stuff. Did take this set to failure, and I did do some arm work afterwards, which I didn't record. But after the chest portion here, did a little bit of posing, and over the last 6 months, my physique definitely took a hit a little bit. I don't think I lost too much. So I'm really just looking forward to continuing to stay consistent and prioritizing health over physique right now, because right now my priority needs to be just feeling good consistently over a long period of time, right? Because the things I went through this year just really put a toll on my body, and before I really start doing anything crazy with my physique, I really just want to make sure I'm good and I'm healthy. So stay tuned, more voiceovers coming soon. Let's keep the video moving. So before I sign off and end this video, just wanted to show y'all what I eat before bed. Normally, I don't like eating super heavy before bed. I like to keep it pretty light. Usually it's some form of yogurt. As I've said, I am eating about 6 meals a day, and this, I usually count it as my last meal. So today, since I'm about to go to bed and I want to keep it light, I'm doing a Oikos 20-gram protein yogurt and a little bit of this Nature Valley protein granola. This is my go-to granola. Tastes really good, and of course high in protein. And also before bed, I take my fish oil. The Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega is usually my go-to. But if I'm eating, an hour and a half before bed, I'll do a bigger bowl of yogurt, mix some peanut butter in there, more of this granola, and also some blueberries. So it really just depends. But the last thing I wanted to do is I wanted to show y'all a purchase that I made, and just wanted to unbox it. So let's go ahead and do that together. Also, a little pro tip about the fish oil right here. So whenever you buy fish oil, it's always best kept in the refrigerator. Fish oil is one of those things that goes very, very rancid very, very quickly. And if you didn't know, I can't remember the percentage, maybe it was 50 or 60%, maybe even 80% of the fish oil that you buy on the market is already rancid. One of the best ways to test it is to cut open a capsule, smell it, taste the oil, and you'll know pretty quickly if it's foul or not. But one of the best ways to make sure that it stays fresh is to keep it in the fridge, right? So right here in this little compartment, right? It stays fresh, stays in the dark, and just keeps it, stable for a lot longer. All right, let's get this unboxing. All right, so this right here is the big purchase, okay? Went to Best Buy. All right, so yeah, we're gonna open this thing here, a little pull tab. Here it is. Little brand new MacBook Pro. Now this is something that I was waiting a long time for. The computer that I've had it since a really long time, roughly about 8 years. And it was getting to a point where I just couldn't edit videos. It's just like, even just running a simple web browser is just such a pain. And I'm just so fortunate that I've been able to train all the people that I have, and just so committed and so excited to continue to grow Iron Lyrica into something big. And I want everybody to know about Iron Lyrica. I want to help as many people as I can, and just, this is something that was gonna happen sooner or later, and I figured I'm just gonna bite the bullet right now. Very fortunate, very happy to do it, and I'm just really looking forward to what the future holds. And of course, looking forward to having a new computer that works well and is able to handle the things I need to handle, right? So anyways, I guess we might as well go ahead and open it as well. Go ahead and pull this. Let's see what we got here. This is the most intense packaging I've ever seen. It's kind of satisfying, honestly. It's crazy. All right. Here it is. MacBook Pro. Very nice, very clean. Love the black color. And yeah, that's gonna conclude today's video. Y'all, if you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for consistent videos. Really looking forward to just making new videos on this computer, bringing the camera back out and just posting content and just workouts and meals and full days of eating and exercise programs, like whatever the case may be. I'm just really excited to just share it all. And you know, with that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel for weekly videos. And I just know one day I'm going to be able to look back at these and just think to myself and be proud of how far I came. So this is only the beginning of something big, and I know deep down that if I commit myself to it, and if I see the vision and I keep chipping away at it day after day, it's only a matter of time before things start to happen. So with that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.